Okay. So we're here to visit the places we haven't visited yet. And also to pick up, well, some quests and another party member.
Oh, I feel with pleasure.
And I'm still quite resentful of the fact that she was not able to pickpocket Zeke, even while drinking a potion of Master Thievery.
What?
And I was forced to lose 2 reputation in the process. What kind of crap is that?
Yes, of course, darling.
Hello there.
Hello, could you please be very quiet? My mother is asleep and I don't wish to wake her. What is it that you need? We want all your money. Give it to us or die. I love how... Well, I don't. I think it's a bit stupid, but often the evil option in Baldur's Gate is to be a raging psychopath. And you don't go very far in life with that, and that's really not the character I'm role-playing. I'm role-playing an intelligent, well-mannered character that happens to be evil, generally speaking. But, you know, he's also ready to do good actions and play nicely with people as long as that brings him at least potential rewards and stuff like that. So no, I won't act the Baldur's Gate evil way. I play my own way, if you want. Do you have any information about the problems in the town mine? All I know about the mines are that men keep on disappearing in its hellish depths. My husband is one of the miners, but he hasn't been home for weeks. Maybe we could help you. We're thinking of exploring the mines. Describe your husband for us. Maybe we'll see him. He's got black hair, blue eyes. Oh damn, you'll never find him from that description. His name is Joseph and he wears his wedding ring on his left hand. It's a greenstone ring. Alright. Can I see the journal entry? We told a young woman in Ashkel that we'd try to find her husband.
I'll do anything.
And indeed we will.
If that's your desire.
And the guards are called. So let's get out quickly.
Oh, I feel if that's your desire.
If you wish.
Nothing in there. Okay. The next thing we will do is visit Nashkel's only tavern, the Belching Dragon.
Yet with pleasure.
And this is a very special tavern, for it has Volothamp Gedarm in it. Now, I'm not sure I commented on this guy before. I think I've read some quotes of his very real books. His very real book, Volo's Guide to the Sword Coast. It's really nice that you actually meet him in the game. He's the author of the Baldur's Gate manual, well, at least half of it. Of course, he's a fictional character, but they treat him as if he was a real character.
Yes, a tab. Another ale, young miss. I'll be sure to have your funds ready.
And this guy is a chaotic good wizard, and he's probably one of the most famous characters of the Forgotten Realms. Yep, we'll go through his dialogues. He has quite a lot of things to say, and very interesting ones at that. Greetings, fellow traveler, for I see by your garb that you do not call this place home. Sit with me a while and enjoy the atmosphere of this fine fair while we recount tales of lands far and far-seeming. I have wandered the width and breadth of Faerun, but yet have I to find such hospitality as that of a simple country's festival. It's a shame that the festivities are marred by the events as of recent, though they certainly put up a brave face, do they not? You look confused, so perhaps you know not of the local trouble that continues to vex the most gracious people of Nashkel. If you have just arrived, I could, for the price of an ale and an ear, relate what I know. Shall I tell you of their mining difficulties, or relate the tale of the unfortunate commander of the guard? I'm interested in the mines. Tell me what you know. The word is that all across the expansive Sword Coast, from the Cloud Peaks to Baldur's Gate, an ore shortage is severely crippling local trade. Bandits purportedly both humans and demi-human, raid caravans, whilst ore reaching its destination becomes brittle and useless following smelting, strangely afflicted by an odd iron-weakening plague. As though this were not cause for alarm in itself, production at the mine outside of Nashkel has fallen, with the substantially lower yields being blamed on nervous workers. Mysterious disappearances of several miners have set the whole area on edge, where something must shift the balance to one side or the other. Ah, that's interesting. Would you consent to another tale? I also have an interest in the story of the captain of the guard. Just let me finish my drink and then we can carry on through the wee hours with our tales. Well, you just drank.
'Tis surprising what one can learn at a simple country fair, huh?
Well, hello again, my inquisitive friend. I trust you were enjoying the local color. I wonder, have you come to hear more about my journeys? Yes, I want to hear that story about the captain of the guard. I hear that Commander Brush of the Amish Guard has been missing for some weeks now, following a strange alteration in his behavior. Where once he was a well-thought-of family man, he has turned to senseless mayhem, effecting a rampage the likes of which I have never heard. His fellow soldiers noted nothing out of the sorts that could trigger such a transformation, but one notable item seems relevant. If not for the iron shortage, it would have gone unnoticed, but, prior to his mad rage, the commander procured a new sword. The importance of this information I have no way of verifying. An interesting story to be sure. Well met, Volo, and good luck on your journeys. And he says he's quite sure our paths will cross again. Well, I certainly do hope so.
You need something, stranger?
We be proud citizens of Amn here, not pussyfoots like your northerners. Amn? I thought this town was called Nashkel. You've lived a shorter life if you've never heard of the great trading nation of Amn. Nashkel here marks its northernmost boundary, though that may change before too long. Mark my words, there'll be Amnish soldiers lining the streets of Beregos by winter if those devil from Baldur's Gate don't stop sabotaging our iron. That's interesting. So apparently, Baldur's Gate thinks that Amn is sabotaging their iron, and Amn thinks that Baldur's Gate is sabotaging their iron. Could they both be wrong?
Stand away, citizen!
I have things to do.
I'll not go down the mines again. Take natural what's down there. I just don't understand how adventuring fools like you go and put yourselves in harm's way. I do whatever I can to avoid trouble. Well, well, well.
Yes.
That's all good and interesting and all, but
Yeah.
we've got some more adventuring to do. And we've got our first mage
What?
to join us.
Go no further. I require the services of your group. Yes, they will do nicely.
Not the best specimens, but perhaps the most bestial touch is what my plan requires. I would hire you to kill a treacherous enemy. Understand? She dinna here. She bad. You kill. Stump your foot once for yes, twice for no. He's really, he's assuming we're some sort of imps or something. I love how he underestimates us. I will know the price you offer before I take the job. The price I offer will surely be beyond measure in your meager understanding. Either take the job or not. Why would you have this woman dead? Am I to kill her without knowing? Frankly, yes. It is no concern of yours. You need but perform the act with no questions. What is your answer? It sounds but a simple task. I'll do as you ask. Of course you will. It is as expected. I will lead them to her, and she cannot hope to prevail. I will travel with you until the deed be done. I last heard of her traveling to the west of Nashkel, close to the Null stronghold located there. And with that, as I said,
Again, my actions are yours.
we gain our first mage,
You are so irritating.
Edwin. Also one of my favorite mages in the game. Not my favorite mage. Some of you might guess who that is, but still I like him a lot. He's obviously very smart, with 18 intelligence, and he also has a very obvious tendency of underestimating his companions, as you have seen. Let's read his biography. When asked about his past, Edwin sneers that he has no intention of revealing such information, and that it is none of your business. He further states that you are lucky enough to simply share his company, and then mutters something about leaving whenever he wishes. He obviously cares little for the camaraderie of others, and seems to take more pleasure in speaking to himself than in interacting with the party. His attire brazenly displays the color of the Red Wizards of Thay, though why a member of that organization would come so far west is puzzling. Edwin does not seem forthcoming with any information. Well, it's not actually that mysterious. He did reveal that he's out to kill the witch Dinahir, who is a Wiclaran witch. And in the game Mask of the Betrayer, which I just LP'd, we have learned that Thayans, well, more specifically Red Wizards, and how would you call Reshemai, like Dinahir is a Reshemi, do not get along very well. Reshemis tend to be very suspicious of Red Wizards.
What is it now?
As we have seen in Mask of the Betrayer, for example, Sophia could not walk in the town of... damn, I don't remember the name already. Anyway, she could not walk in the city with her red robes on. So, let's see at what level Edwin will start. Level 4, not bad. And he is a conjurer, which is one of the better types of specialist mages. Unfortunately, his spell selection is crap to start. The best offensive spell he starts with is
Again you disturb me.
Larlock's Minor Drain, but we shall remedy that shortly. We have quite an awesome collection of spells already, including the sleep spell, which I bought for him. When I said it would come into play later, well, that's what I was talking about. Another thing I have is the Ring of Wizardry. And this has the awesome effect of doubling the amount of level 1 spells he gets to cast. So we'll remove the useless Larlock Minor Drains, learn Magic Missile and Sleep, and copy a lot of that to our spellbook, and actually a majority of sleep spells. I used to think that Magic Missile was the best level 1 spell. In Baldur's Gate, especially on Insane difficulty, that is not true. It is a very useful spell, of course, but Sleep is so good at crowd control that
You are so irritating.
the more you can cast it, the better.
It is done.